everybody and welcome back to Skybees, and in this episode we set up 5 times ore processing. Whew, this is a complex system, but nonetheless, it's 5 times ore processing and it generates up a ton of ores, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today I think it's about time we start our 5 times ore processing. Mainly because, well, we're starting to build up quite a bit of ore. If we have a look in here at ore, we have like 10k, I've got nearly 30k iron ore right now, and yeah, there's a ton of these ore pieces, which I need to start auto-crafting, which I've already set up all the auto-craft for them. I think it's in one of these crafters in here. Yeah, all the ores in here are being crafted. So 4 iron pieces into 1 iron ore. So that's all ready to go, and I think there's also a few in another one of these crafters somewhere. I know there's more than 9 of them. I can't remember exactly where I put them. Now there's one in here, so they're scattered around. They're everywhere. And mainly also, I may have gone ahead and set up another huge area to be mined in the mining dimension. So if we take a peek into here, as you know, this guy completed out this entire area, but if I open my map here, yeah, it's kind of cleared out this area so far, which is kind of weird why it started here in this corner, even though I told it to start in this corner. So I don't know why it's starting randomly here, probably because it's somewhere like on the line of a chunk. So it starts in this chunk and then it moves up to this chunk and then it'll move back down to this chunk. Because pretty much what I've done is I've selected this corner up here in the top left, and I went all the way back down to the end of this guy, went to the bottom right corner and dug a huge mile way down this way, and then went at least another 3 chunks worth all the way over here. So the other corner kind of ends in this spot right here where this little red mark is. So if we zoom out, we can see it kind of goes half a chunk, 1 chunk, half a chunk. So it's kind of a width of nearly 2 or 3 chunks. I think it's actually the width of 2 chunks. Yeah, so it almost looks like 3, but I think it's 1.5. But anyway, half a chunk, half a chunk. I know this is way more than a chunk, but you know what I mean. So it goes from this corner all the way down to this corner, and it's going to mine out everything that's here, which is a huge area. So hopefully that will give us a lot of ore to work with. And this guy, I'm probably not going to set him up anymore because I don't think I need to with this guy going. And I'm actually really surprised at how well the extraction rate of the exporters are going, or the importers. Like, I had to go ahead and I keep making new storage disks. At the moment, we've got the 65 million one, which I think is the last or second last step before the final storage part. Oh no, there's still 2 more levels before that. So we're at this one right now. And over here, I've exported out like 7,000, 50,000 of that. And this guy's got 13,000, so I'm just letting it run. I might even set up an extra setup of this now soon. Maybe we'll do that, kind of a mixture of next episode when we set up a tree farm. I still want to set up a tree farm anyway. So I think what we'll do is we'll set up a huge system of these guys with XNet along this wall, or we might even do it downstairs. Because we got room. We could do it over there. Because right now, this is the Sieving Setup. Remember last episode I was talking about how you need to enable allies in your map? Well, I have it set so there is a limit of 50k. So if it goes above 50k gravel, it just exports out whatever is above the 50k into here, sieves it out, and then it all gets collected by this item collector into the system. So that way, that's how we have so much ore pieces, which now we're going to auto-craft out into the 5 times ore system. So let's get started with that. So over here, since last episode, we may have gotten a lot more brine. So this guy had 2.1 million millibuckets of brine in here. Well, I remember about 2.6. Maybe it was only 2.1. Well, we've got 2 full quantum tanks, and this guy is already starting to be getting full. Nearly 300,000 buckets in here. So we've got a lot of brine to get started with. So to get started, what we need to do is, of course, look up for what the first thing we need to do is. So we come back up here and we'll have a look at iron ore. If we use it, the first thing we need to pump it through is a chemical dissolution chamber. So let's make that. So over here, I have everything, I think, listed in the order I need it. So chemical dissolution chamber to a chemical washer. And so basic chemical tanks is what I need now. So let's make a couple of these tanks now. So how many of these can I make? I'll just make a few. Never go wrong with having a couple of them. So chemical, I need to auto craft up some of these circuits. And also the steel casing, I went ahead and made like 3 stacks of it. So, because right now, actually that's what we should do before we even start anything, is go to our mechanism. And I've set up all the autocrafts ready to go for the induction matrix. I'll just show you that down here now. It's quite simple. So I think up in this guy here, I've got all of these parts. So 4 steel ingots to 1 energy tablet makes an induction casing. 4 induction casing and 1 control circuit makes the X in the induction ports. And then all the different energy cubes. And then over in, I think this one, which one is it? This guy. Here we got the providers going all the way up to the ultimate one. And then the cells all the way up to the ultimate one. It's the cells that require the actual lithium. So I'm looking here, induction cell, lithium, and we'll actually see how much lithium we need. So I'm only going to go with a basic small one. If we need later on, we'll make a bigger one. But the basic small one, like that provider provides 52 million Fe. If we just make the basic cell, that's 1 trillion Fe. So all I want is 1 induction cell. That's going to require 256 lithium, which is well under the amount we currently have, which is 113k. Provider, we're going to need 1 provider. There that goes. I'm going to make 64 casing, and I'm just going to make 1 set of ports. And now, while that crafts, we're going to get to work on everything else. So, right. So, in here now, we need to make our chemical dissolution chamber, which we... Did I make that yet? Apparently not. Oh, I must have used up everything there. Right, let's just make 64 of these control circuits. We should be able to do that, no problem. Since we've got this automated system over here. Oh, maybe I should actually turn this off of auto sort so it stops the osmium going in. It'd be fine. So we're kind of stuck until we get the control circuits. What are we kind of being held back on? Oh, I bet you it's trying to craft all the ultimate circuits for the induction matrix first. Okay, hang on. Let's go to our refined storage and make ourselves a crafting monitor so I can see what's being crafted at the moment. So that's crafting grid. I need a crafting monitor. Crafting... There it is. So this guy should be able to show us what is currently happening inside the system. Yeah, you can see this requires 400 of these guys. And this guy's also going to require another 600 of them. So maybe we should make all our machines first and then set it up to go. Because this is going to take a while unless with the speed upgrades, which is already maxed out. So it's not like I can really do much. You know what? I'm just going to wait until all this is done. So I'll be right back when everything here is finished. Okay, well that did not take that long at all. The induction matrix is already done. Well, I wasn't expecting that to be done so quick, but I guess that's that. So, I don't know whether or not to set that up now or just do it later. I guess when it's done, we might as well do it now. So, at Mekanism, it'd be like 2 minutes to set up, or not even. So, just get all of our parts, that's everything we need, and just need a configurator, and we're going to need a new plug. So, we're going to need a plug and a new point. So, point, let's see, make one of them. Oops, this one. Now, where are we actually going to put this? This is one thing I didn't think about. I kind of want to put it like there. Just kind of like a small box in the ceiling. How far down is the... Okay, it's there. I could raise this up one, but then it might look a bit odd. And then if I put it where that level is, it's going to stick down at least 4 blocks. So it's not going to work either. So maybe I should put it like up there. Or maybe up there. Or I could stick it up there. Would it fit up here? It would. Okay, we're going to put it here. So it comes down like 3 blocks on the back. Oh, wait, actually, no, this is in the way. Right, where are we even going to put this thing? On the side? In the front? I mean, I could technically move this down. Or move it out of the way. No, because this is going to have to be here and technically comes down 4, so this is still going to be in the way. Okay, never mind. You know what? Since we're going to be doing Mekanism there, we'll just do it upstairs above our storage system. Actually, we're not doing anything over here anymore. Let's just build it up here. So let's get rid of some of these slabs here. Right, that should be enough. So we need to put a solid roof of like this. Get rid of the one in the center here. And then we're just going to come down 3, 4. And we're going to have this piece into here hollowed out. I'm going to use this as a stepping thing for a moment. So on the left side here, oops, up here, we're going to have a port and a port. So input and output, or vice versa. Let's say input on the left, output on the right. Oh, this thing's in wrench mode. You go there, you'll be set to output. And in the center, we'll have the cell and then the provider. We'll go up that and then break these. That should be built. Now, this guy here, I'm going to change to a new network. We're going to call it mains power input. Mains power input. And we're going to set it to public, and we'll leave it at like blue. So mains power input. Now we're going to grab our plug or our point, set this here to be input. Maybe I should have raised it up one. Let me actually raise it up one block. Now we'll change this back to output, and over on this side now, plug will be set to input mains power input. So this guy's going to pump in all the power. So we can actually see how much this thing's generating. So the 3 of these alone, oh actually no, that's including the 2 reactors down below. But these guys you can see are producing 72k FE each. You're producing a little bit less because you're not drawing as much power and you're generating that. Then down here, we know they're generating 82 KFE each. That's fine. Now, there's no other power generation going on, is there? I don't believe so. But anyway, go to here and set this to sky power. And now this guy is kind of redundant. So we could actually technically remove this guy. We don't need him anymore. So let's put down the slabs and we're done. Come back down here now, and we need to change the 2 inputs of these reactors, and their plugs are underneath them. So we have to drop down here. So yeah, this plug will become mains power input, and this plug will become mains power input too. Now, I believe that's all of the power input that's going on. I think we've only got 2 sets of power. So there we go. Now all the power is being sucked into this thing. I know it's kind of ugly. I might actually move it between episodes to a better location. Still don't know where yet. Maybe I'll just put it in the center here, just sticking down off the ceiling. I don't know yet. But we'll see. I want to probably even make it bigger later on. But we can see we're currently outputting anywhere from like 15 to 30k FE. Maybe it tells us down here. Yeah, I can see it jumping from 15 to 28, I think, at some point. And we're inputting 372k. So we're generating a lot more power than we're currently using. Now that's about to change because of the amount of stuff we're going to start setting up now with Mekanism doing the 5 times ore processing. Now let's get back to that before we get any more sidetracked. So, chemical dissolution chamber. There's that. Chemical washer. We're going to need one of these to wash the ore. So, one of these. There we go. Chemical crystallizer. That's to turn the ore back into a crystal. And then we're going to need a chemical injection chamber. Now, we'll go into that now in a minute. We're going to set up the system now to make sulfuric acid. So, sulfuric acid. So, or it's SU in the sulfuric. Sulfuric acid is made like this. So we need sulfur trioxide mixing with water vapor inside a chemical infuser. So that means we're going to need ourselves a chemical infuser. I need to autocraft that now. So we're going to need definitely an electrolytic separator. So let's autocraft up one of these. I need to make the centerpiece. So, okay, alloy. I need to make a few pieces of these. Craft me 2 stacks of them and craft me another 64 of them. That should keep me going for a bit. Alright, electrolytic separator. We're going to stick you in the corner here first. Are we? No. Alright, the first thing we actually need to do is get a cable over here. Now, I know there is the cable from refined storage up here somewhere. Where is that? I need to run that cable down. Looking at it, the only way I'm going to get a refined storage cable down is through here. Maybe I should probably just set up a wireless network. So, network receiver, I'm just going to stick up here in the corner. Yeah, that'll do there. Right click this guy to get its coordinates. And then network transmitter, I'll just stick here. Right, so now we should be able to run a cable down and set up exporters with our chemical, or what's it called? Chemical oxidizer. So we need one of these guys now. So let's autocraft whoever we need from there. We need a personal chest, autocraft one of those. Personal chest. Chemical oxidizer. There we go. Now we just need ourselves an import cable, or an export actually. Export. We need a ton of these things. Are they out of cable? Okay, I need to make a bit more cable. That should keep us going for a while. Exporters. Just make a bunch of them, because we probably need a few. So you'll go in there. Does it actually matter which way you turn? Maybe I should face you the other way. There we go. So, actually, that's going to make it a bit more confusing. Let's just see. Item input through the top, gas output through the right, which is grand. So, exporter on top, run the cable down, and now you're going to be sulfur. So, sulfur, 300k of that, put you in there. You're going to start making sulfur oxide. I'm going to need some cable to run the chemicals now and the power. So, pressurized pipe. Probably make a little bit more of that. Upgrade this to the top tier. There we go. Now, you're going to come out. I still need to give you power. Let's break away a lot of this planks for now. Grab a point. The heck? Why is there a skeleton? Is there an area over here that's not lit up? Oh, I thought it was. Okay, hang on, torch. Alright, so we need a point now. So, point. Here we go. And I'm just going to stick this down. Let's grab our universal cable. Point. Sky power. There we go. So this is made. And once it makes one, I'll be able to press use on it. Unless it's already in this pipe. Okay, it's already in the pipe. So let's say chemical oxidizer makes sulfur dioxide. This needs to go into a chemical infuser. So we need to make one of them now. So chemical infuser is made like this. Need to autocraft up some of them. There we go. So chemical infuser will go right here. So I need to import water vapor into this guy now. So I need a rotary condensator. And now I need to run some power cable over to you. And then I'm going to need a power cable here. So rotary condensator is filling up with dioxide. That is not what I wanted. Liquid sulfur dioxide. Right, I need to rotate that out and pump it back into those pipes, because that's not what I want. Rotating out into this, get rid of all the liquid sulfur dioxide. Now let's go to gas input, disable everything. And on the back, we're going to auto-eject on. That should get rid of everything. Okay. Now we're going to get our configurator. And we're going to disable this connection. Hopefully that got rid of everything. It did. And now we're going to pump water into it. So gases, there's no output except for the right. So out the right, fluids are going to be input in the left. Right, so we can get rid of... Actually, we can put a sink there. So sink. And we're going to need mechanical pipe now. So pipe, sink, mechanical pipe. You don't connect to anything else but that. Extract. Now you will make water vapor. The water vapor now will be extracted out and pumped into the front of this guy. So, items, no items. So what color is that? Red. So, side configuration, gases input. We need to change this to brown. So brown and then you output. So now looking in here, he's still not exporting. Why is that? Gases, auto eject on. Why are you not extracting? Oh, it's oxygen. I thought it was water vapor. Then wait, what requires water vapor? Oh, it requires the sulfur trioxide first. Okay, never mind, my mistake. Break all this. Actually, I could put back that sink. I just need to put an electrolytic separator there instead. So, electrolytic separator. You're going to be separating water. Okay, so hydrogen, is it? No, it's oxygen. So oxygen is the light blue. No items. Gases, light blue, auto-eject on, fluids input left. I might actually set the hydrogen to be outputted on the top, because I think I need the hydrogen later on for something else. So put back the sink, put back the mechanical pipes, and get this guy up to extract out that and make oxygen. Now I can put down the pressurized pipe, as long as this is making that. Let me just dump excess of this for a moment. Now you're making sulfur trioxide. Now I need to pump you into another chemical infuser with water vapor. Okay, so I can run another pipe underneath and plug it in there if I have to. Right, so pipe there. You're making sulfur trioxide, and I need another chemical infuser. There we are. Chemical infuser. Just need to give it a power spot now. So you're going to mix with water vapor. So rotary condensator can go Just make sure this guy is set up to no side connections at all. Because I'm going to put him down next to this guy. So he's only accepting gases on the left. Hopefully that's correct. So you're making water vapor. Okay, now I need to grab this mechanical pipe. I need more of this pipe. There we go. So now I could just run this across the front and say water fluids input through the front. That should work fine. And everything else, gases, are only exported on the right. So pressurized pipe will go there. And you are going to accept brown or orange in the front. And you're going to export gases out on the right. Is that correct? You accept... No, you're not water vapor. Why are you not making water vapor? Oh, we need to rotate it. There we go. And you're still not making it. Why is that? It is water vapor, right? Yeah, water vapor with that goes into the orange slot, which is in the front. Oh, that's the item input. Oops, my mistake. So, brown, item output. Is that working? Sulfuric acid. Okay, that's correct. It's just out of power now. So, from there then, sulfuric acid will have to go out into the chemical dissolution chamber. So, you'll go there. Then that goes out into the chemical washer. Does this require pressurized pipe? I believe it does. So, I'll just stick you close to it because there's no point spreading everything out. There we go. Now I need to give all these guys power. Throw down a few torches to keep everything lit up for a moment. And that's pretty much it from there. What I need to do now is grab an exporter, which I still have on me. Put the exporter on top. And now grab the cable and just run it up and then all the way across. Because now what I'm going to do is start telling it to export out iron ore. So let's look up ore. Do iron ore. Give me a stack upgrade. Some speed upgrades. And a crafting upgrade. Because we're going to put a stack upgrade in here to export out a stack at a time. 2 speed upgrades and then 1 crafting upgrade. Because it's going to want to craft iron ore once it runs out of just a regular ore from the mining dimension. Now, once we have got that set up, we need to pump our sulfuric acid across. Which, for some reason, this guy is... Oh, you didn't get power either. Should be able to give him power just by doing this. There we go. So now you're going to be making sulfuric acid. Now I need pressurized pipe. So pressurized pipe, put you down here. Now you're pumping this across sulfuric acid. You're going into here. I need to pump water into you, so I need another pipe. So you'll come out like this. I need to set these guys up. So no item input, only in the top. Gases output, only in the right. Input on the left. Auto eject on. And that should be everything. You're going in here, getting cleaned. Item, no item input. Slurries input on the left. Export out on the right. Fluids input through the front. Same goes for this guy. No item input. Only item output on the right. And then gases input in the left. No export. Slurries import in the left just in case. And that should be that. All I need to do now is give everything speed upgrades, but now we need to make the iron clumps and we need to make the hydrogen chloride. This is where we need the hydrogen now. So the hydrogen and the chlorine will make hydrogen chloride. So what I'm going to do is actually, should I bother putting a chest there? Maybe I'll make my own dimensional chest that doesn't go anywhere near the system, just puts from there over to here. Because I'm going to expand it out this way now to utilize the hydrogen right here. So pressurized pipe on top. And this should be filling with hydrogen. Yes. The hydrogen now needs to go out into a chemical infuser. And it mixes with hydrogen and chlorine. So now I need to grab another tank. Especially the quantum tank. Or the dim tanks, or whatever they're called. So the dimensional tanks, I need probably 2 of these. I'm going to put 1 tank right here. I'm going to set it to frequency 12. Okay. Come over here to our brine at the moment. And I'm just going to put this tank right here, set to frequency of 12. Change. Mechanical pipe. I'm just going to run it up like this. Set it up to extract on all sides. Now it's going to pump all of it out into this dimensional tank and pump it out over into this one over here. Come back down to this. And now I need another electrolytic separator. So separator, grab some power cable. Now I want to make sure this guy is set up correctly. So no item input, gases input, left put, no item input or fluid input except for the left. So that way it doesn't accept this pipe and it doesn't mess up anything. So this will go here. So you're going to start separating sodium and chlorine. The one we need is the chlorine. So dump the excess, side configuration, gases, no output, output. Now I need a chemical infuser. Put this guy, I'll keep it stuck together, it should be fine. So you should have chlorine. Now grab this guy, pump him across, and say orange input, no items, is going to be on the top. And output on the right. There we go. So this should be making hydrogen chloride. The hydrogen chloride now needs to go in a chemical injection chamber. That requires another purification chamber. Autocraft up some of those. Enrichment chamber. Autocraft up everything. So enrichment chamber into a purification chamber into a chemical injection chamber. There we go. So you're going to go here. Pressurized pipe. That should fill with hydrogen chloride. I need to give everything here power now as well. I need more universal cable. Alright, they've all got power now. Put back the planks. Now what I need to do is from here, using the chlorine, I need to send in all of the pipe stuff in there. So let's get ourselves a dim chest. So let's say this one here is going to auto-eject out, and we're going to say frequency of 10. Just because. Item output is going to auto-eject on into here. Then we're going to grab ourselves a logistical pipe. And we're just going to put the logistical pipe on top. Put this guy here. Set him to frequency of, what we say, 10. And now we're going to set it up to extract. There we go. So you're going to turn this show recipes into osmium shards or whatever. That's going to be mixed into a purification chamber with oxygen. And that means we can use the oxygen that's being dumped in here. Actually, wait, no. We might need to set up a separate another one of those for that. So, electrolytic separator. Okay, I think we're starting to run out of time here, but electrolytic separator I'm going to throw right here. I'm going to grab the pipe with water, bring this up and across like this. Then, from here, I'm going to say item output, so logistical transporter from there. Disconnect this there, and set this guy up now. So, disconnect all items, gases, no output. I need only oxygen, fluids, input through the back. Okay. Oh wait, no, fluids are going to enter the top, not the back. Okay, and now I just need to set this guy up to dump excess. Oxygen now is coming out through the pressurized pipe. It's going to go in the front of this one now. So from this guy, iron shards, I need to make myself the purification chamber. It requires an enrichment chamber now. So purification chamber, of course I need to set up crafting of those. There we go, purification. You go there. And now you're going to say item input, item output. Set this guy up to extract. And you're getting the oxygen. And last but not least, once after this goes into clumps, I need to in crusher. And then from the crusher into an enrichment chamber. And then smelt it into the system. Right, so crusher. Enrichment chamber, just make another one of those. Alright, and all we need to do... Actually, wait, I don't need this enrichment chamber because I've got these two here. These two. I could just rob these two and use these. So then, over here, then from that, it needs to go into a crusher. So the crusher is fine. Then it goes into an enrichment chamber. And then into a smelting factory. And then I can just grab another dim chest. And set this to frequency 100. So that's pretty much it then. So items input there, output there. Items input, output, input, output. And that's it. Auto eject on, auto eject on, auto eject on. All I need to do now is just give everything power and put speed upgrades in it. Alright, I think I nearly have everything with maximum energy and speed upgrades now. So I think that was the last one. So yeah, there we go. And I've also given the injection chamber here some gas upgrades to help with the efficiency of the gas because it was really struggling a moment ago. But it seems to be okay now. Set most of these guys up to extract now just to help with the speed of everything. So extract, extract, extract. Even though auto eject will just work just fine. But it's always good to have like just that extract just to help with the faster flow rate of everything. So yeah, so everything's being pumped into here, being cleaned. I'll set up all the other ores now later. So everything's getting pumped out, cleaned, washed, crystallized, pumped out, broken down, and everything is just being pumped into here and starting to smelt down into ingots. So that's pretty much it. There we go. 5 times ore processing up and running. Whew, okay, I'm actually surprised we got this done quite quick. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Hope to see you on the next episode. So without further ado, goodbye.